our managed isolation hotel room. We are staying in the Nomi, I think it's pronounced Nomi Hotel, and that's just about 10 minutes away from Auckland Airport. Today is actually our 14th day here, so I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a rundown of what you can expect if you travel to New Zealand and have to go through managed isolation. First thing I wanted to kick it off with was Auckland Airport and getting to your managed isolation facility. So basically when you land in Auckland, you get off the plane, then you go through a health screening, and they'll ask you a few questions about how you feel, any symptoms you may or may not have. They'll also take your temperature, and then based on those things, I believe they determine from those whether you go to a managed isolation facility or a quarantine facility. They're two different things. And then from there, it's fairly straightforward and normal. After baggage claim, you go out into the arrivals hall and you have to go to a desk there, and they will already have your name on a list, and that will determine where you go as to which facility you go to. Once you get to the hotel, you sit on the bus and they unload you like one at a time or one group at a time. So if you're traveling like a family, your whole family will get off together, and then you go in and check in. It's a little bit of a different process to a normal hotel check-in. They give you all sorts of things like a welcome pack, and that has all the information that you're going to need for your stay. It's 14 days. And your stay time in the hotel or the facility is exactly 14 days to the hour from the moment you land in New Zealand. So you may land at say 6 a.m. You don't get to the hotel, just as an example, till 9 a.m. Your checkout time is 14 days from when you land. So that'll be checkout at 6 a.m. Whatever day that happens to be. Okay, so facilities. I imagine these will vary facility to facility, but the facilities that we have here, we have like a cafe slash bar. So you can go there and get coffee. You can also get beer and wine. I'll touch on those two things a little bit later. There is an exercise area, and actually we filmed some stuff there the other day, so I'll play that now. Hey guys, this is our managed isolation exercise area. So one of the facilities that they have available for people returning back to New Zealand is an exercise area, which is it's pretty basic, but it's still nice to have something. You know, at least we can get out and get some fresh air through the masks, but it's better than nothing. You know, you can go out for a walk, go for a run, stretch the legs. I mean, we're at lockdown for 2 weeks, so being stuck in a room would not be that great. But at least I think they do their best to look after us, so that's the main that's the main thing. So yeah, it's a nice enough area. The grounds are pretty sweet, but it's a bit chilly, so I don't know if we're going to be doing much exercise. Just out walking around, having a look. There is also a smoking area for smokers. A lot of rooms have like a patio or balcony area, but if you're a smoker, you can't smoke there. You can only smoke in the designated smoking area. There are also laundry facilities, COVID related things. Masks are mandatory at all times everywhere except for in your room. So if you're in your room, obviously you don't have to wear one, but anytime you go outside of these walls, then you have to be wearing a mask. They have masks pretty much everywhere available to you, so they'll have like these containers that have 100 masks or whatever, and you can just go and grab one whenever you like. Same thing with hand sanitizer. They have loads of hand sanitizer around the place, and they do encourage you to sanitize often. In terms of testing, you get tested twice while you're here. The first test is on day 3, and you generally get your results back 1 to 2 days later. Then you get tested again on day 12, and so we got tested on day 12 and our results came back the following day. You also have the option to either get the swab up the nose or down your throat. I'm not going to say what you should do. I got the throat. It seemed a little less invasive. You get 3 meals a day plus morning tea snack, afternoon tea snack, and dessert. And the way that it works is you get a menu every week for the week, and each menu has options. And every day they'll call you on the room phone and just take your order, so you don't come into contact with anyone. And then breakfast is delivered between 8 and 10 a.m. Lunch is between 12 and 2, and dinner is between 6 and 8 p.m. And your snacks get delivered in with the main meals. Every day you also get a health check. So they'll come and knock on your door. It's normally between 9 and 12. And yeah, when you go to the door, you have to wear a mask. Open the door and they'll just ask you if you have any symptoms, how you're feeling. They'll take your temperature, and that's pretty much it. Alcohol. So you can have 4 beers or a bottle of wine per person in the room. You can order things from outside, so you can order stuff from like Countdown and Pack and Save, basically your sort of groceries if you need them. You don't really need them, but it definitely makes things a lot better, because if you're starving and you're waiting for your meals and you've got nothing to eat, then what do you do? You can also order things like Uber Eats or pizza or whatever to get delivered. Those are fine. You can have friends or family drop things off for you. Like, for example, as you know, we just come from Europe, and all the PowerPoints here are New Zealand PowerPoints, and none of our plugs for our laptops or phones fit into the wall. So you can have things like that dropped off to you. The only thing you can't have friends or family drop off is alcohol and drugs, but also home cooked meals. So in the rooms, they're pretty, like the room itself is pretty nice. What you have in your room, there's not a whole lot of. So in terms of kitchen appliances, I'd say, you have a fridge and a jug. You're not allowed to have any appliances. That's another thing you're not allowed to bring in. So you're not allowed to bring in any appliances like a microwave or a toaster or anything like that. So if you are going to buy something from the supermarket and get that delivered, just make sure that it's all usable with what you have here. Final thoughts. I'd say the staff have been pretty good. They're extremely helpful, and they seem to be working pretty hard to make the stay as comfortable as possible. It's not everyone's ideal situation or scenario to be in, to be here, but at the end of the day, yeah, it was pretty good. I think that's pretty much it. We are out of here. Tomorrow we're out of here. Good morning, guys. It's 6:30 a.m. and we are free. Just waiting for our final health check, and then we're out of here. And we're free. Back there you can see my parents have come to pick us up, which I'm very, very thankful for, but super stoked to be out. Look, that's it for this video. If you found this useful, leave a comment, or if you have any questions, leave a comment. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.